changed it up a little. So I can just kind of go from back here, live stream from back here. You guys can hear me pretty good. So yeah, I'm excited for this live stream. I just wanted to kind of start out in the live stream saying the goal of this live stream is going to be to talk about the doing the same thing and expecting different results, but getting the same results. So I'm gonna start here. I do want to mention coming up. Wow, we've already got a like on the stream. That is crazy. We just started. I'm not sure. It's okay. Probably why. I'm not. Yeah, it shows that there's 0 viewers. I don't know. Anyways, so I just kind of want to start out saying that we are coming up to 250 subscribers pretty fast. I'm excited to get there. Yeah, this is a crazy thing. I've already started to get a lot more subscribers. I'm excited to see how many more we can get. So here we go. Anyway, so I'm going to start on this, talking about the same thing and the same results. So I want to kind of start out mentioning that when I started YouTube, I was kind of expecting that I would get different results by doing the same thing. And ultimately, the problem with that is that will never happen. There's not really anything you can do. You can always do the exact same thing and get and expect to see different results, I guess, in your favor. So I guess I can't say nothing. There might be a few things that end up, you might be doing a few things. You say, I'm going to do this. You show up to work every day. Okay, you show up to work and you work hard. You're expecting to get money, but are you expecting different results? Expecting the same results and doing the same thing is easy. That's the easiest part of the whole thing, is doing the same thing and getting the same results. But ultimately, what really changes is when people expect something different and they do the same thing. All right, so when I came to my YouTube channel, I decided to try and do live streaming, which live streaming turned out to be pretty good. Always worked really well for me. What I was expecting, in my mind, I was thinking, why am I not getting 5 or 6 subscribers a day in each live stream? Why is that not happening? And I was expecting different results, even though I was doing the exact same thing every day. I wasn't changing the setup. I wasn't changing the way I guess, the topics in each live stream. So I guess that's where the whole difference, I guess, begins, is when you decide to actually make the change. Okay, what are the results I'm seeking for? Okay, now let's go work toward those results, but don't do the exact same thing to get toward those results. If it didn't work the first time, why are you trying to make it work the second time? Okay, so for me, what I did in order to accomplish this goal in live streaming, okay, I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. What's going on, right? In order to do this, I decided to actually get a new setup. And part of that was better lighting, because the lighting wasn't great. I was like, okay, I gotta start somewhere. I'm gonna start with lighting. Get the lighting. Okay, that's accomplished. Now I'm gonna work on the background. As I began to get this goal of, okay, this is where I want my results to be. This is the results I want. I'm not doing the same thing anymore. I'm actually working towards a better goal. Okay, it's not the same thing. Now I'm working towards a better setup for my live stream. Okay, now I know where it begins. This is what I need. I need a new setup. Now that I've got that setup, am I still getting the same results as before? Sometimes. They're a little bit better, but here's the thing that's really changed. It's not actually, yes, the live streaming setup has changed, and that's been the result of actually, I've got more subscribers partly because of that. Partly, maybe. But I'm more happy with it because my videos are getting better. When I look back and see my videos, I'm like, wow, that was a pretty good video. Because I can see the quality difference just from the lighting, the neon sign in the back, the microphone, everything changes. So if I decided when I first started streaming, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to just sit in front of the camera and talk, no setup, no lighting, no microphone, no background. It's just going to be a boring chat. I might have got 1 subscriber every video, every once in a while, if I worked hard enough. If I really work towards accomplishing this goal, I want to say result, then why would I keep doing the exact same thing? If I'm thinking, okay, I want to get more subscribers in my streams, how am I not getting more subscribers? Then why am I doing the exact same thing? Okay, so in these videos, I like to talk about work ethic. If I'm expecting more subscribers, if I'm expecting more people to agree with me, why would I say the exact same thing over and over again? Why would I use the same topic? Say the topic is, let me just think. So, as a chef, I do a lot of cooking, right? I can't say I'm a chef, but kind of. So, I do some cooking. If I only ever talked about cooking every single stream, people would get really bored after a while, especially subscribers. If you've been subscribed to my channel and you're watching the stream every single day, he's talking about the exact same thing, but still he's expecting different results. He's expecting more subscribers. Now, yes, you may get more subscribers in the end, maybe, but not if you do the exact same thing. If you do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. And if you don't, it's because you got lucky once. And so here's kind of something I noticed. And one live stream I did, it was on work ethic. Okay, this live stream did great. I ended up getting 4 subscribers. I liked it. I like talking about work ethic. I really do. And so the live stream did great. I loved it. I loved the way I was doing it. The next one, I was like, okay, I need to start writing stuff down, make sure I have the whole plan. That live stream did great. Okay, because I took notes, made sure everything was planned out. It kind of like a script in a way. And then the next live stream, I said, okay, I'm not going to take notes this live stream. It did terrible. And why is that? I realized, okay, so I started doing a different thing and still expecting different results. And I got that. I mean, that's when you do something different, you're going to get different results. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go back to writing everything down on notes. And I did. And it didn't work out. So there's instances like that happens, You have stuff, you try something, okay, I'm going to try the exact same thing as I did last time. It worked really good. I'm expecting to get the same results. Great. If it didn't work, plan out, what did I do wrong? What can I do better? Let's change this. Okay, so if I decided, all right, I'm going to write everything down on notes. I don't even have everything written down on notes right now. Because just because something works once doesn't mean it will work every single time. Just because I have a good plot on paper doesn't mean I'll get more subscribers. It's kind of all about the way you present yourself in your videos, in your live streams especially. So if I had the exact same setup and you guys were just like, all right, this is boring. Like this person just says the exact same thing every video. In the background, he's always got the same neon sign, and he's like, then why would I be expecting different results if everything is the exact same every single time? So ultimately, I've been striving for different results, but I've started to change my mindset from the results to do different things to get different results. Stop doing the exact same thing to get different results. As a cook at my job, I've learned this mostly with cooking. Is when I started learning one thing, okay? And I expected after a couple months I would know the whole menu. It's a Mexican restaurant, so the food's a little bit different. If it was American, maybe I'll be able to know it a little bit better. But being that this was a Mexican restaurant, I expected, okay, all I have to do is start cooking these things and I'll have it down in a couple months. I was doing the exact same thing and still not getting different results because I was doing the same thing. So ultimately, what you have to do is start changing your mindset. All right, let's do different things, different results. So yeah, that's kind of where all my videos come in my live streams. So I always try to talk about something different in a video. Yes, every single video has to do with work ethic. Work ethic is great. And I would recommend if you guys have questions about it to please, comment on the video. The live stream chat isn't working right now, unfortunately. I'm not positively sure why. It does that sometimes. But I feel like if you guys have any questions, please make sure to go and comment on the video afterwards. I'll put it public and everything so you guys can comment. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on work ethic, things that you would like me to answer for you, I can answer it for you for sure. I know a lot, and that's just kind of my goal is actually to try to build up work ethic in other people. There's a lot of, I would say, my generation that doesn't have great work ethic. I feel like for at least every 20 people in my age gap, there's one person that actually has a great work ethic. And in my mind, I'm still trying to figure out why that is. Part of that's because they've never been trained. My parents have trained me even since I was very young. My dad's always told me stories of his jobs, how he worked, how he did things. And I guess the whole piece is actually how you grow up. If you grow up not learning any work ethic, you probably won't be um, it will be a lot harder for you to move up in work ethic, learn good work ethic, unless you have a really good boss who wants to train you about work ethic. So that's part of it. I learned as I grew up with my parents and also from my boss. He's taught me a lot of work ethic. I mean, stuff as simple as which direction you turn in the kitchen, right? To where make sure there's not people walking into each other. But that all makes sense. Is every single piece should be considered as far as work ethic. I've started by talking about the positivity, saying positive is the first piece of work ethic. The second is showing up early to make sure you're more productive, get stuff done. And the third, I honestly forget what my third was. I can probably find it in just a second. I'm just trying to think. I had a whole mental list of all these things. But, anyways, oh yeah, it's just go and talk to customers. Try to be as positive as you can with customers, I guess. So, that was kind of third on my list. Um, yeah, it's kind of an important thing to talk about. Let's see here. Wow, we're at 11 minutes. I feel like I've been talking for like half an hour already. That is insane. Uh, yeah. So I honestly forget. Oh, right. Same thing, same results is what the what I was talking about. I already forgot. That's kind of funny. Um, if you see people who are actually famous in the world, see you. I mean, there's a lot of famous people in the world right now. See these people that are famous and work really hard to get where they're at right now. They obviously didn't get where they're at right now because they keep doing the exact same thing. You figure out, okay, something doesn't work. What isn't working and how can I fix that? With my live streams, sometimes they don't do good. And I had to go back and kind of assess, okay, what did I talk about in this live stream? Maybe people didn't like the topic. Maybe people didn't like, how long the video was. What did I need to change in this? So instead of saying, okay, this video did terrible, oh my goodness, like, I'm never going to make it, I immediately started thinking, all right, what can I do better for the next live stream? What can I change? Okay, if you're going back looking at the last live stream, it's not going to have the same setup. I just kind of moved the setup a tiny bit, moved the microphone over here, and the headphones and everything, just kind of put a little desk over here. So if I change everything up every once in a while, it kind of looks like a little bit of a new setup. So that's kind of the thing is, I go and look back in my videos, all right, what can I change? That's what I can change. Now let's change it. Don't keep doing the same thing. If you want different results, don't keep doing the same thing. And so that's part of the thing. I jumped from going 50 subscribers all the way to almost 250. We're like 215. So I say almost 250. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. And so I jumped from 50 to 215 because I followed this kind of, my mindset was not about the subscribers. My mindset changed to let's go for making good videos, and over time those videos will produce subscribers, right? If I have really low quality, really bad lighting in my videos and I keep doing the exact same thing and expecting more subscribers, do you know how ridiculous that is? For my videos to look like garbage, even if you have a good plan for your videos, if your plan is, okay, I want to make this amazing video, I've got this whole thing, I'm going to go outside and give money to the poor or something like that, but you have really low quality videos, the plan doesn't matter. And again, if you have great quality videos, the videos don't matter without a good plan. So you can't jump into a live stream with no notes, no ideas. I guess I'm just going to go live. You have to have an idea for the live stream. That's why for every live stream I kind of plan ahead. I don't have notes for this one, but what I actually did is I wrote down yesterday I was working and something came across my mind, and that title was same thing, same results. And so while I was working, I could grab my phone, went into Google and typed it out real quick so I can remember it. And that's what I'm doing for this video. Is when I see something come up, when I in my mind it's like, okay, that's a good idea. I immediately put it into action. Okay, let me put that down now so I don't forget. If I had decided to wait to put the title down, I might not be doing this video. Because if it come into my mind yesterday, oh, this is a good title. same thing, same results. Okay, I want to do that for my next live stream. I'll already have forgotten the next day. So by putting it down, it's like it's already preparing you for the next thing. And if I expected to continually talk about one of my interests, that would be so annoying to you guys because again, it's the exact same thing. Saying the same thing. I mean, even in this video, I've noticed I've said this a lot. Is same thing, same results, but it's a very important. It's a very key piece to this whole thing. So yeah, I guess I haven't ultimately realized. I don't know everything about work ethic, but what I know, I feel like is much better than most people do. I've talked to a lot of people who have just. I mean, again, I've said it in a couple of videos, but someone gave me $20. A complete stranger to me gave me $20. Here's $20. Here's $20. Because I saw your work ethic. I saw how hard you were working, and I really care. When you work that hard, you actually show people what you care about, the kind of person you are. Those are the kind of people that really care about you, especially customers. I mean, since I've been there a year, 6 people probably. I mean, that's not a lot of people. But each person came and talked with me for at least 30 minutes to really tell me how much they appreciated it. Now, everyone else who's just sitting there eating is just saying, oh, this young kid just walking by doing his dishes, whatever he's doing, you know. They're not really focusing on. But those who do focus on your work ethic, they really, really care. Because there's some people, especially if you can see elderly people these days, they look at our young generation as people who don't want to work and kind of just want to watch their phone. Especially, they see our generation as only attached to social media. Now, yes, I do social media too, but I have a really good foundation for a job. And so when they see this generation, they don't focus on that kid's got a really good work ethic. They kind of immediately focus on, okay, that person's probably lazy. He's probably not working very hard. But when you have some of those elderly people who see you a little bit differently, who see you as the one in the whole group, the one person who actually has good work ethic, and out of all the people there, that's what really changes the whole mindset. So wow, we're at 17 minutes already. That's insane. I'm gonna go grab my doggy. He wants inside real quick. I'm gonna hide the live video for just a second here. Alright, I'm back. I had to hide it for a second. I had to go take my doggy out. Anyways, so yeah, even in this live stream, if one of you guys was to see the video, I've got 4 likes on this live stream, right? If one of you guys were to like this live stream and say, wow, he knows a lot about work ethic, what would actually change your work ethic if you decided to see this live stream, like the live stream, okay, that's cool, you know, he's got a lot of knowledge, but decided not to actually do anything different? It's the same thing as same thing, same results. If you're expecting to get a raise at work, you're expecting to get a lot of money, then why are you not changing something? If at work you're finding that people really don't like you, what do you need to change in order to work towards that goal of, okay, so say you're trying to get a raise, right? And you're realizing the boss really doesn't like me. Are you going to continue doing the exact same thing in order to get the boss to like you? If you're doing something wrong already, why would you continue to do the exact same thing? So you should change your focus onto, instead of what can I do different, you should be focusing on what can I do different properly. What can I change now? I guess is more like what I wanted to say. And so if you kind of focus on doing something different, these are the results I'm shooting for. Okay, this is the results. And focus on, this is my next plan. Now, not every plan works out. I'm not saying it does. I've had video plans, live stream plans. Okay, I'm expecting this video is going to do great. One of the shorts I put on my channel was, is Prime actually good? And I did a review for it, drank it and everything. I thought, okay, this video is going to go crazy because the one before it did, and it was a Feastables review, and the one before it went crazy, like did amazing. So I'm expecting this Prime one is to go amazing because it's like everyone knows what it is, and it didn't. And this is a good example of when I try to do the exact same thing and get the same results. Now, you can go both ways. You can do the same thing and you can try to get the same results, but it doesn't always work out. You can't always get the same results by doing the same thing. And again, you can't always do this, you can't hardly ever do the same thing and always get different results. So that they don't really go together, if you know what I mean. It's like, let me think of a good analogy here, I guess. It's that video did really good. The Feastables one. I did a review for the Feastables chocolate, and the video did really good. I was expecting, okay, that video did good. People really love Feastables. What else do people love? People love Prime. So let's grab Prime and let me do a review on that. I'm going to get the same results. It's going to blow up. I'm going to get a lot of subscribers and likes on this video, and it didn't. Because I got lucky once, but you can't get lucky a bunch of times. You can't press your luck on things like this. You have to really have a plan. So what I did is I spent, probably $3 for this bottle of Prime to drink it for a review. And it got 16 views. 16 views and maybe one like. And so this is a really good lesson. Because if you start focusing on the things that didn't work as lessons, really valuable lessons, that's where you actually start changing the mindset to having better work ethic. When you look at, yesterday, for instance, this is something that happened with me, right? Yesterday, we had a big, long ticket, right? Probably this big. Alright? And so we were making the whole ticket, and each plate, I've been in the whole business for a year now. Each plate I know very well. I've already done it multiple times. When you have a ticket like this is exactly what my boss said. He said, it multiplies your brain 10 times. Even though you know each plate, you make mistakes you would have thought, I would have never made that mistake if the order was smaller. And it's true. Because I probably messed up a lot of plates. And that's where you learn. Because afterwards, my boss wasn't like yelling at me like, you need to fix this. He was very, all right, did you notice this? You didn't? Okay, can you fix it? Okay, thanks. It was kind of about the learning. He wanted me to really learn this. And instead of focusing on what I did wrong in the whole thing, he wanted me to learn it. And that's exactly what I did. After we finished with the whole order, everything was out, he kind of asked me, so how did it go? What did you think about it? And I kind of mentioned, well, this is what I thought. I kind of messed it up here and this part and this part. He said, yeah. He said, that's because the order multiplies your brain 10 times. So I've cooked, I've done multiple tickets. When there's 6 tickets on the board, but you have 1 of 3 orders, you're fine. When there's 6 tickets on the board and you have 1 ticket this long, it's almost impossible. Almost impossible to not make any mistakes. Because for whatever reason, it is those orders that really multiply your brain. And again, I've done these orders. I've been doing this for a year now. And these orders I shouldn't be messing up. But I started messing up. And that's the key piece. And I guess I would say in the leaderboard of work ethic, this is the 4th piece. When you do something wrong, learn from it. Don't just take it and move on with it. When you do something wrong, learn. Okay, what could I do next time to not see this? I talked to my boss afterwards, and the thing we came up with for this mistake I made for the whole big order was to read the ticket. Take a lot of time, read each one. What I did is on the first dish I made, I messed up because it said no sauce on the top of the burrito or whatever, right? And so I didn't even read that. I went real fast. Okay, this burrito, I know how to make that. Made the burrito, and I made it wrong because I didn't actually take time to read the full instructions. If you decide to learn from your mistakes, you'll have different results in the end. But if I took this whole order and said, okay, this is the order I need to make, great, I'm so excited, like, this is great, I know how to make a whole order, and I messed up the whole order and walked away from it just kind of feeling mad at myself, didn't learn anything from it, I'm not going to get different results. I'm going to get the exact same results as the next time. So when you really change your mindset, it's kind of all about the mindset. Again, with work ethic, I really hope in these kind of live streams that you guys are actually not just hearing work ethic, but you guys are actually applying work ethic. And I'm not a professional on work ethic. I know a lot, but I'm not a professional. I don't know everything there is to know about it. But I feel like it's really important to start, I guess, training people work ethic a little bit. So yeah, that would be one of the biggest pieces. I've got like 4 minutes left. I can keep talking for a little bit. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of going by the flow. Like, however much more time I have left, I'm just gonna go by it. Just try to find something else to talk about. Just brainstorm, and while I'm talking, I can think of something else. So, yeah, I guess that was one of the biggest pieces in the whole same thing, same results, was just the live streams mostly. Even shorts. Okay, so shorts is a big thing for my channel because when I first started shorts, I was, it was very low quality videos, just make a quick video on the run. Hey, this is a quick challenge for you guys. Subscribe for this, People weren't really interested in it. I mean, I guess I got a lot of comments, and I got quite a few likes back then. But it wasn't the videos I wanted to do. It wasn't the videos I liked doing. And so I had to kind of change, okay? I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm doing these kind of shorts. People like these shorts. These are like these challenge shorts. Right, cool. But I don't like doing them. I'm seeking different results. So I'm going to start doing something different to find different results. And these videos don't do great on my channel, these work ethic videos. But these are the ones that I like doing. So why focus on only getting likes or subscribers when the whole thing is ultimately about the long term? If you're trying to make money from this, you can't focus on the short term. I like to use this quote. Let me think of how it goes is live by the day, not the minute or the year. So you can't live by only that moment. You have to focus on what do I have to accomplish this day. And you also have to focus on not thinking too far ahead in the future. As strange as it is, this really is simple, but it works well. Live by the day, not only the minute or the year. Because if you start living by the year, if you're focusing on, okay, I'm only going to think about next year. What do I have to plan for next year? You're obviously going to miss everything there is in this year. Okay? If you decide to live by only the minute of that day, you can't plan far enough ahead to actually get different results. You can't plan far enough ahead in your day to make something change. We are at 28 minutes. Okay, so perfect. This would be a good time to kind of wrap it up here. Anyways, so yeah, it's kind of just hilarious. I completely forgot what I was talking about. I just looked at the time and I just completely spaced on what I was talking about. I'll probably watch this video back and be like, wow, that's hilarious. I forgot that. Anyways, I want to wrap it up here. I did want to say real quick, I am working towards a goal of 500 subscribers by February 2nd. This month, we are going for 250. 250 this month. Yeah, I'm going to see if we can make it to 250 this month and then 500 by February 2nd. I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to help me reach this goal. And yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Just even if we don't, I just want to say real quick, something I noticed on YouTube is people are focusing way too much on the 500 subscribers and getting 500 subscribers now to actually see what's below that. And below that, there's a bar that says watch time this many hours. If you jump into 500 subscribers way too fast and you don't have this 3,000 watch hours on your channel, it is going to be an absolute waste of time. If you're focusing on making 500 subscribers, okay, I can make money when I reach 500. You won't, because you have to focus on the next bar down, which is the watch hours. You have to have 3,000 of those. YouTubers, especially small YouTubers, are jumping into it way too much. Okay, this is the next topic for tomorrow. I'm going to talk about how these new YouTubers are hopping on and making the most cringe videos, but not like actually putting their face in any of them. Anyways, I'm just going to kind of wrap this up real quick. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about new YouTubers and what they're doing wrong, maybe what I've observed. And I will see you guys all in the next live stream tomorrow. I'll be doing another one tomorrow, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Bye-bye.